Good evening, tubers. Madam Roy back once again. While I was waiting for 5 o'clock to come, I was sitting here watching some old Ernest P. Worrell funniest bloopers and commercials. If you guys remember Ernest from the Ernest Goes Somewhere to School or to the Army or to Camp, which was, I believe, the first one. One of the funniest characters Jim Varney ever played, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, absolutely hysterical. Whoa, I just talked about Ernest, and I think we lost every single viewer. Oh, we got one back. How about that? All right, everybody, give people a few minutes to get here. I wanted to do this live stream, and believe it or not, I've actually done one about this in the past. And this is nothing really new, but apparently a lot of people don't know that YouTube has changed the way their search algorithm works and how it pertains to people finding your content. Now, I'm going to explain a little bit more about that in depth in just a couple of minutes as soon as we get a few more people here. But you're welcome to interject, and a lot of you out there may already know what I'm going to talk about. But if you don't, definitely listen up because this is very, very important. Jay Kai says, how can I go viral on YouTube? I'm only at 1.1K. Well, if you listen to what I have to say, you may well be on your way to going viral. Basically, what has happened over the past year or so is YouTube has changed the way that it handles your videos. Now, when you upload a video, just upload a video, do a live stream. It doesn't really matter that much, but anytime you put content on YouTube servers and put a video out there, YouTube has algorithms that decide who and where your video is going to be, what's a good word for it, promoted. In other words, when you upload content, YouTube can choose to promote your video high up on a pedestal or kind of bury it in the myriad of search results. And the latter is generally what happens to people like you and me. People that have small to medium-sized YouTube channels tend to get their content buried way deep down in the search results. Now, here is what a lot of people are doing, and basically what YouTube has designed their site to do. The YouTube is giving prominence, or basically prominence, to the edgier content, or what is perceived by their algorithms as edgier content. And that's what I mean by YouTube is becoming a clickbait haven or a clickbait society. If you are small potatoes and you really want your videos to be promoted by YouTube, then you almost have to use a clickbaity title. Now, what do I mean by a clickbaity title? Well, I'll take an example right out of Kid Behind the Camera's playbook. If you go to his channel, I'll go ahead and look up the last few videos he put up. Jennifer Loves Tina, Saving Boogie 2988, Bridget Wants to Break Up, The Truth About Charlie Chill. Now, chances are what the title of the video has little to nothing to do what the actual video is about. In other words, the title and the content are extremely far apart from one another. What does this mean? Well, it actually doesn't mean much of anything. And that's the point. YouTube is promoting people that are doing that because they think that the people that have the edgier content, or at the very least the edgier titles, are the ones that are going to get the more views, because they're the ones that are going to entice people to watch the videos. Now, the question is, do I think they're right on that topic? Maybe, maybe not. So the whole point of this is if you want your videos to be seen, you really need to spice up your title at the very least. Again, the content of the video itself doesn't really matter much at all, because once people have clicked on it and they've watched those couple of ads that play before the video, YouTube has pretty much gotten their money's worth. And yeah, maybe they'll play another ad or two throughout the video, but for the most part, the bulk of that money is in those ads that play before the video. So you guys can ask me some specific questions. I am far from an expert on this topic, but I have done a lot of research, and everything that I've seen and people that I've talked to are telling me that this is basically what you have to do now to get ahead on YouTube, to become one of those high-tier YouTube earners, if you will. Eric's here, says popping in to say hi. If you have a second, I'd like to get your input on this as well, Eric, because you were the one I think that originally brought this to my attention. The fact that YouTube is pretty much forcing people to make edgier titles and have edgier descriptions to a lesser extent. Ray Williams says, I see a lot on YouTube. Exactly. Jay Kai says, I've been watching you since 2014. Sorry for interrupting. That's okay. I appreciate it. Eric's like, wait, what did I do? Nothing bad. He had brought this to my attention. You weren't the first one, though. I've had other people talk to me about this, too, that YouTube is now pretty much forcing people to spice up their titles so that their videos don't get buried in the YouTube search results. And it all has to do with the YouTube algorithms. The algorithms, at least the search algorithms, decide what videos are going to be promoted and which ones are going to be buried. And again, if you have a spicy title, chances are your video is going to be one of those that are promoted, even if you don't have a really high subscriber content. Now, if you have a lot of subscribers, that definitely helps. But if you have the edgier titles, from what I've researched, that helps even more. Huh, interesting. Eric said, that wasn't me. What I said is if you use your name in the title, I get more views. I haven't heard of that one, honestly. Maybe it wasn't you. You know, my short-term memory isn't that great anymore, to be honest with you. It might have been my other YouTube friend. You guys know Tyler. It might have been him. Tyler, if you're here, let me know, because I know it was one of you. It was either you or Tyler, so it's got to be Tyler that talked to me about that. Nicolia Killman says, hey, I love your voice and videos. Well, thank you. I've tried to work on it somewhat over the years. Same person. How many videos and live streams do you do? Well, I try to balance it out, though. Recently, it's been a lot more. There have been a lot more live streams than actual videos, mainly because it's just been so hot outside. I haven't really been able to do a lot of video uploads, but I try to do at least 3 or 4 live streams in a week and maybe 1 or 2 regular uploads, usually vlogs. Though I do have a few tech-related videos that I want to put up here in the near future, stuff that I'm going to try to film. And I want to give you guys an update on the Tahoe. I've done some work to the Tahoe as well. I think you guys will find interesting. I get it, Eric. When you use my name, no, I got it. I definitely understood that. Edward V, have you also seen something about YouTube auditing people's views? Yes. Now that has to do with YouTube bots. It's almost like a I don't want to use the term spyware, but maybe adware would be more appropriate. There are these programs that people can install on their computer to up their view count on YouTube. And basically what it does is it just spams particular videos. It's basically a piece of adware that just goes into your YouTube account, and it just keeps clicking on the video constantly to make it like replay, and that ups your view count. Now, people that do that, the secret behind that, from what I understand, now I'm not doing it. I'm telling you guys, I don't do this, but there are people that do it. They'll actually get their friends to do it. That way YouTube doesn't get wise, because if they see a lot of views coming from your own IP address, then chances are they're going to shut that down real quick. But that's basically what it is, and that's why they've been auditing people's views. So YouTube will go in if they see, say you're a small-time YouTube content creator, say you got maybe 1,000 subs, your average video gets maybe 100 views, and then all of a sudden you have 2 new uploads that maybe got 500,000 views, then yeah, YouTube's going to wonder, why all of a sudden do these 2 videos have all these views? So then they may go and audit that, and chances are, if that's the case, they'll find out that somebody's been using a bot to up their view count. Jonathan Grindle, have you thought of using Vimeo, Matt, instead of YouTube? I've used Vimeo in the past. I think I maybe uploaded 1 or 2 videos to that, and I didn't like the format. I mean, it's every possibility in the future. If YouTube goes the way it's been going now, then I may be switching over to Vimeo. It's a distinct possibility. See, Nicolia Killerman, my phone is a Samsung S5, Galaxy S5. We were talking about that on the last live stream. That was one of the last ones that had the changeable batteries. I actually really like those. And I have a Galaxy Tab Elite tablet. Never heard of that one. I've heard the Galaxy Tab E, but not the Elite, something like that. The Cardboard Maker Studio. Okay, so again, you guys can ask me specific questions about this, and I'll do the best I can to answer them, but that's the gist of what's been happening lately. And I say lately, this has actually been going on for a little over a year now. And you probably have noticed it if you are a typical YouTuber, somebody who watches videos on a regular basis. There are a lot of people that I watch that have started doing these clickbaity titles. And I've even considered it, but I am a very honest person by nature, and I really don't like putting up a video where the title has little to nothing to do with the actual content of the video. So I'll have to go ahead and see if I can find it in my heart to try to do that, because honestly, that'll really up my view count. It will. Have Q said, Matt, I want to be a YouTuber. What would make me go viral? A really interesting video. I mean, again, don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying that if you put up a video that says this is going to be my last day on Earth or something to that effect, you are going to go viral. Chances are you won't, but you have a better chance of getting higher views than if you put a title up saying like, this is going to be my last day, I don't know, at this location or something like that. See, it's basically just kind of twisting your words around to make it sound interesting, even if the video isn't super interesting. It's just, you know what, to me, it's dishonest. And I get the fact that YouTube is trying to up their AdSense revenue, and then at the same time, up ours as well. I mean, it's a business. So they're going to do anything and everything that they can to make a bigger profit. And they just don't have the same scruples that I do. And I think it's kind of sad, but in big business, that sometimes happens. The genius of battle DFG. Greetings, sir. Hope you are doing stellar and healthy. I am doing very, very good on the health and wellness front, I should say. Um, there's a video. I think the very next review video I'm going to do is of these amazing burgers. They are the Beyond Burgers, the totally vegetable or vegetarian burgers, meatless burgers that actually taste, believe it or not, like real meat. They're amazing. And I want to share this with you guys because I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised. If you go out there and buy them, I'll show you exactly what they are, where you can get them. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on that topic, but just so you know, that's something coming in the very near future. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with just doing regular videos. I find in my case that the live streams are better because I can interact with you guys out there, my YouTube audience, and I can answer your questions in a more timely manner. Whereas when I upload a regular video, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, you guys might be able to see a little bit more than just me sitting here and talking, but 9 times out of 10, I will not answer those comments, mainly because I just don't have the time to do it. But I think they say variety is the spice of life, and I think that definitely moves over into the YouTube realm. Just doing a little bit of everything is really the best thing you can do because people won't get bored. I'm not saying that you should necessarily do live streams, but heck, this was Nicolia Kilman. Try it once. I mean, you know what? It wouldn't hurt, honestly. And you know what? The best part of it is, if you don't like the way it comes out, YouTube allows you to delete it. Once you've done a live stream, it'll upload the video, upload it like it's a regular video. And if you weren't happy with the way it turned out, then just delete it. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see this. 9 active hours. So, it's amazing. Just changed, this is the Cardboard Maker Studio. I just changed my channel name and I'm working on a cardboard arcade machine. Ooh, I would definitely like to see that. I remember playing all kinds of arcade games when I was young. My favorite two being Dig Dug and Ms. Pac-Man specifically. Jake Hess, give me video ideas. Okay, I'll give you an example. You go with what you're passionate about. In my case, I'm passionate about healthy eating, fitness, technology, and now cars. So that's primarily what I try to make my videos about. I can't tell you what you should make your video about because if I tell you to make your video about horseback riding and you're not interested in horseback riding, then chances are the video is not going to be very good. You have to do what you're passionate about. If you try to do something that someone else tells you to do, but you really don't want to do it or don't like it, it's going to show in the content. Ooh, congratulations. Hi, Madison, Nicolia Kilman's girlfriend. I don't mind doing shout outs once in a while. But if we have any other questions, so we've got 11 watchers here. Here we go. Jake Cass, I'm 16 at summer. All I do is mess around with my friends. I've been doing YouTube since I was 11, and I'm really just trying to hit 100K. It's been my lifetime goal. Well, I have maybe an inkling of an idea for you. So you say that you have a lot of friends. Ask your friends if they would be cool with you filming a YouTube video with them. Let's say, for argument's sake, that you all like to bike ride. I mean, I know kids like to bike ride, right? Teenagers like to bike ride. Well, do a video of a bike riding adventure. Take your bikes to a trail. Maybe if you have a GoPro or one of those cheap action cameras, doesn't necessarily have to be a GoPro. You can mount that to your helmet or to your bike. Film the trail. Maybe make a day out of it and see what happens. I mean, just a spitball an idea off the top of my head. But again, it has to be something that you are passionate about. If it's something that I tell you to do and you don't want to do it, really, it's going to show. It just will. No problem. I'm saying thanks to Nicolia Kilman, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Somebody is trying to get a hold of me. Oh, no, it's not. It's just emails. How much do these spam emails frustrate you? I mean seriously. And this is kind of going in line with this video with the clickbait. I mean, you even get emails that say you've won a prize. Click here, or you want to make $500 in your spare time just answering surveys. It's all bogus. It all has to do with these companies trying to make money off the backs of us, the workers. I'll call you Nick. I think that's going to be a lot easier. Tyler, hey buddy. Hope you're feeling better. I saw the video you uploaded the other day. You looked like you were in really good spirits. I like the paint job that you did on your porch there. That looked really good. I like that brownish color that you painted the trim. Reminds me that we have to do some painting around our house too. Jake Kess, I just uploaded a lot of videos which I think are high quality and entertaining, but none of them really have taken off. If you look at my channel, I kind of feel stuck, that's all. And again, YouTube in general makes it very hard for us, the smaller to medium-sized channels to get ahead. And other than using those clickbaity titles, there really isn't too much else you can do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and copy you because I want to look at your channel later, maybe able to give you some ideas. Oh, there we go. I just subscribed to you, Jake Kess, and when I get a chance, I'm going to go ahead and look at some of your videos. But already you look like you're much better at editing than I am. I could be good at editing. I just hate doing it, honestly. Ty goes, oh, I feel better at times, but yes, I still have a lot of house painting to do yet. And thank you. Hope you are good as well. YouTube is kind of sad now. We're doing all right, as good as can be expected. We've had some issues ourselves recently, but we're pulling through. Once a week, yeah, once a week is not a bad interval for doing videos. I'm sorry, guys. I was outside. If you see me scratching like top of my nose and my face, I was out in the sun a lot today, and I think I either got sunburn or the sweat that poured down on my face is causing a reaction. Because if you look close, you can see I'm kind of breaking out here and on my nose. I have some of the worst skin I've ever seen on a person. Everything breaks me out. I put on sunscreen, it breaks me out. I use the wrong bar soap, it breaks me out. It's just something I've had to live with my whole life. Yeah, unfortunately we've had some sickness in our family too. I'm not going to go into specifics, but yeah, I mean, the best thing you can do is just have hope. That's your word for the day, hope. Because without hope, there is nothing. Hope is pretty much everything. And there's a lot of that referenced in the Bible. I agree. Editing is extremely tedious, but it can be very rewarding if you're good at it and you know what to include, what not to include. See, my problem is I spend all day filming a video. I don't want to spend all night editing that video. So generally I try to rush through the editing process And yeah, they look okay, but they probably could be polished a little bit better. What I honestly really need is to find a apprentice, somebody that can do the editing for me, and maybe I'll pay them a little fee, or do something for them, maybe help them build their channel up, but somebody who's more passionate about the editing side of things than I am. Haley, that's a nice name. I knew a few Haleys back in middle school and elementary school. Cardboard Maker Studio. I'm also working on a video about making a cardboard office studio with cardboard computers, printers, and everything. That would be very interesting. I'd like to see somebody actually make a computer out of cardboard. You probably have to have really good fans in there, because you really can't have cardboard getting that hot, because you'd have a fire hazard. But I'm sure there are ways to do it. Maybe what you could probably do is line it with, basically encapsulate it in like a fiberglass shell, and then put cardboard on the outside. And then that would make it safe. I mean, it would still look like it's all cardboard, but you'd have that fiberglass shell. Yeah, I got it. I knew it couldn't be real cardboard. All right, tubers, that is going to be it for this live stream. I just wanted to get that information out there. If you have any more specific questions about this, you can actually Google search this. And of course, you could search YouTube. There are a lot of videos out there talking about the clickbait problem that they're having on YouTube right now. Let me know what you guys think. You can leave it in the comments. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.